My new address will be someplace on anywhere road. It's the prettiest someplace on anywhere road. And all the millionaire's money couldn't build a better abode than my someplace on anywhere road.
Hi there, I'm David Duncan and welcome to Bing Crosby, The Hollywood Years. Well, 1951 was one of those rare years in which we saw only one Crosby film released, but what a film! Teaming Bing up again with the legendary director Frank Capra and co-starring him opposite the Oscar-winning actress Jane Wyman, all that was needed was a fun story with great songs, and you had the classic Here Comes the Groom.
Well, now, isn't that nice? I must say it's right neighborly of you people who have seen the preview of Here Comes the Groom to write or wire us and apprise us of your reactions to this film. If I may be immodest for a moment, I must tell you in all candor that the reactions have been pretty good, which is easy to understand because Paramount went out and got the down-to-earth, homey type of story that they've been searching for so long for me. They got a bang-up cast, and they got that great director Frank Capra at the helm to direct the picture, so they really couldn't miss.
Here Comes the Groom finds Bing playing an overseas reporter in France who's assisting in the placement of war orphans into foster families.
Get back here on the first plane or you can stay in Paris forever.
Close in here a minute, kids, and I'll see if I can get through to you.
In your heart, you have a playroom to enjoy every toy, every game. Sonny, you've got a house, your own little house, and it's registered in your name. Now take your eyes, why they're the windows, showing you every view in the sun. Honey, you've got a house, well, your own little house, and it's better than anyone.
His long-suffering fiancée, played by Jane Wyman, is back in the US patiently awaiting Bing's return so they can finally be married.
She still loves me.
P.S. Knowing how conceited you are, I know what you're thinking about now. And this is to inform you that I do not still love you. Still love you. Still love you.
Uncle.
Still love you.
Once more.
Still love you.
Kid's
still
mad for me.
Love you. Still love you. Still love you.
As a surprise, Bing organises to adopt two young French children who, on their plane trip back to the US, are joined by an array of talent that includes Louis Armstrong, Dorothy Lamour and Phil Harris.
Oh, Christopher Colombo thought the world was round. Oh, presto, westo, sailed the man Colombo. He found the USA.
The mighty Louis.
Isabella really liked this fella. Pawned the best fur coat to buy the catapult.
Oh, Christopher Colombo thought the world was round. Oh, presto, westo, sailed the man Colombo.
He found the USA.
Folks he met here were a healthy set here, wore nothing much except a smile. With me along here in a new sarong here, I'd have been right in style.
Tell it, Phil.
Here comes Curly, you better hold your girlie. Ain't I the one? Well, shut my mouth. Who's this Chris kid? Take a look at this kid. I discovered the South Boy.
Oh, Christopher Colombo really pulled his oar. Oh, glad he's down here now. We have a spot here known as Freedom Shore, where the helpless, homeless open up freedom's door. Where the helpless, homeless open up freedom's door.
Fasten your safety belts. We're coming in for landing.
Upon arrival, Bing is instructed that he has only 5 days to get married, otherwise the kids will have to return to France, which is all well and good until he learns that he has been ditched at the post with Jane Wyman announcing her engagement to her very wealthy and handsome boss, played by Franchot Tone.
Perfect, just the way you are.
For breakfast?
No, for presentation to the court, Cinderella.
From this point, the battle of the grooms is on.
Any particular rules?
No rules, no holds barred, no holler and foul or anything like that. Best man wins. The deal?
The deal.
Emmerdale will be the referee, huh?
The referee and the purse.
Done.
Oh, come out of there. Look at him. The best mackerel man. He ain't seen a mackerel in 10 years.
In typical Frank Capra style, there's an array of colourful characters to keep the plot moving along, with Alexis Smith, who plays a distant cousin to Fratcher Tone's character, being used as bait to break up the impending marriage.
Ever seen a headlock?
No.
How do you think Emmy got Wilbur to propose?
I don't know.
She hit him with a headlock, a walk-over headlock, just like this. Down! Get the headlock out, and you put on the pressure and throw it.
Now, girl, give it to her. Give it to her. Twist it. Twist it. Twist it off and beat her on the head with it.
Where's the ref?
Twist it.
Bring the ref here.
Ah, there's no referee.
All hell breaks loose at the wedding rehearsal, which literally has Jane Wyman and Alexis Smith belting it out for the top spot as the bride-to-be.
You don't think a Jones can throw a Stanley out, do you?
Are you kidding?
No.
Way to go in there, Winnie. That's the way to go.
This is better than television.
Now, this film was also the first time in many years that Bing's usual songwriting team of Burke and Van Heusen were not used. Ray Evans and Jay Livingston wrote most of the numbers, but it was Hoagie Carmichael and Johnny Mercer who provided the big hit of the film, which went on to grab the Oscar for Best Song of the Year.
In the cool of the evening, tell 'em we'll be there. In the cool of the evening, better save a chair. When the party's getting a glow on, singing fills the air. In the shank of the night, when the doings are right, well, you can tell 'em we'll be there.
Oh, you remember.
In the cool.
Remember when we won the cup at Gloucester?
And you lost it in a crap game?
Well, they switched dice on me.
Boogity, 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 boog, boog, which means we like 'em rare. When the tribe is getting a glow on, and tom-toms fill the air. Boop-de-boop, if the dinner is free and the dinner ain't me, well, you can tell 'em we'll be there. Be sure and tell 'em we'll be there. Tell 'em we'll be there.
If I can get out of bed and put a head on my head,
Well, you can tell 'em we'll be there.
If you need a new face or a broken dime bass,
tell 'em
We'll be there.
well, we had such a ball, thanks for the use of the hall.
And you can tell 'em we'll be there.
There.
Oh, certainly.
Sing tonight? Oh, I don't feel like singing, Susan.
With time and options running out, Bing does his best to reassure the kids that all will be okay.
Bonwe, Bonwe, just dream away, and soon we'll see a bright new day. Be cheerful in your sleepy time prayer. The tearful never get anywhere, so don't despair, Bonwe, my love. Dream of a land where stars above fall in your hand, and someday we'll find this where and when. Bonwe, Bonwe, till then.
getting on.
Finally, Bing wins the bride and the formal adoption process of the two kids goes ahead, which leads to a happy ending for everyone.
Emmy,
Well, you didn't think you were kidding me, did you?
that's my M.
Tell 'em we'll be there.
Ah, yes, we'll all be there. Janie, Alexis, the kids, Anna Maria, and 6 surprise musical guest stars, 6 flashing personalities. You'll have to discover who these people are when you see the picture yourself. So we'll be seeing you soon, huh?
Here Comes the Groom has Bing at his relaxed best, playing opposite a wonderful cast, all under the direction of one of Hollywood's best. Frank Capra later said that Bing was one of the most natural and versatile actors he'd ever worked with, who could tackle anything that was thrown at him, whether it be comedy or drama. Here Comes the Groom also features a young Anna Maria Alberghetti in one of her first films. Now, she had a limited Hollywood career, but performed regularly in the theatre and on TV over the next few decades. Well, when released, it made a good profit for the studio and earned Bing a Golden Globe nomination for Best Actor in a Musical or Comedy. Also, after a long and distinguished career, it proved to be one of the best of the last of Frank Capra's really successful films. Next up for Bing, though, was a cameo appearance in a short advertising film made by Chesterfield Cigarettes titled The Fifth Freedom, which also starred Bob Hope, Arthur Godfrey and Perry Como.
You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true under red, white, and blue, where there's never a boast or a brag. But should old acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the grand old flag.
Finally, in June of 1951, Bing made a brief guest appearance in a baseball film called Angels in the Outfield.
Bing Crosby, part owner of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
You know, I think this angel stuff's pretty sound. Lots of times folks think someone's watching over them. Thanks.
Well, with the success of Here Comes the Groom, Jane Wyman was held over for Bing's next picture that also featured the legendary actress Ethel Barrymore and a very young Natalie Wood in one of her first roles. But we'll hear more about that in the next episode of Bing Crosby, The Hollywood Years. I'm David Duncan. Hope to see you then.
He's getting a glow on, and singing fills the air.
If there's gas in my hack and my laundry is back.
If there's room for one more and you need me.
Why, sure.
If you need a new face or a tenor or bass.
If I can climb out of bed and put a head on my head.
Well, you can tell 'em